our mobile app or our website, thefansportsnetwork.com. All right, let's do it. It's brought to you today by Coral Canyon Golf Course. Get out and swing the sticks. They still have the summer special going all the way to the end of the August, $80. $80, Paul. You can play 18 holes with a cart, with lunch, and a drink. Cart rental, everything's included, just $80. Just call and ask for the $80 summer special. Tell me you heard it on the Fan Sports Network, 435-688-1700. Or just tell Siri, hey, call Coral Canyon Golf Course. If you can't remember the number, let's do it.
All right, let's get started here with something that's very concerning for the rest of the team's non-Dodger fan division. As the evil empire, in my mind, grows stronger, the Dodgers acquire back-to-back AL Cy Young winner Tarek Skubal. After adding, the Dodgers are less than 2-1 to win the World Series at plus 145.
Man, a lot of blowback on this.
Yeah.
A lot of people going, oh my goodness, the Dodgers, and they're looking at that starting pitching rotation on paper potentially for the postseason.
It's Yamamoto, Snell, Skubal, Ohtani, and Glasnow is the five-man rotation.
Unreal.
Yeah.
Like unhittable. And I think pitching in the playoffs is paramount. Everybody wants some power bats, and everybody wants guys that can rake. But in the playoffs, I will take pitching over hitting every day of the week. I mean, there's a reason why the Mariners went so far last year. Yes, it was Cal Raleigh a little bit with the bat, but other than that, it was really their pitching staff. Yeah, they had them, a couple outs away from the World Series appearance. But the blowback is real, man. A lot of blowback. People just frustrated that the Dodgers are getting another superstar away, and
Dodgers president of baseball operations Andrew Friedman, when asked if they are ruining baseball, he said he passionately disagrees.
Well, any team could have traded for Skubal.
That's right, and that's what Dave Roberts said. He loves their front office. He said any team could have done what we did, and we pushed in, and we got him. So, I mean,
obviously it helps to have a World Series and some good sales and some jersey sales and a huge fan base and a winning culture and
a ton of money.
There's a lot that goes into that. It's not that simplistic.
Well, obviously the package of prospects that the Dodgers offered was the best package in the Tigers' mind, because the Tigers are doing what's best for the Tigers. They don't care about what the rest of the league thinks. They got the best package, they thought, from all the teams around the league that offered for Skubal. So I hate it that it's happening. It is a big deal. It's a massive deal, because anytime a team is less than 2-1 to win a World Series, that just kind of takes the fun out of the sport. I mean, it's like we already know who's going to win.
Yeah,
kind of like sports are built on where we don't know who's going to win.
Yeah,
there's favorites and there's whatever.
Whoa, wait a minute. Just the other day, you were talking about the Rams like they're the second coming. You're all goo-goo gaga about the Rams, and now you hate it, and it's the Dodgers?
They're less than 6-1. The Dodgers are less than 2-1.
That's not that different. They're still ranked as the favorites. We are more than halfway through the season.
There's been favorites since the time of sports betting began. So there's always been favorites. But if less than 2-1 to win the World Series in August.
Yeah, baseball is the Wild West, though. That's the problem. There is like zero regulation in it. And I was talking to my daughter about this last night, and we're both huge baseball fans. And she was like, Mom, if the Dodgers win again this year, she's like, I'm done with baseball. I am done with baseball.
She's done.
Yeah.
Andy's out.
I don't believe her.
And you know how much she loves baseball. She loves it.
I don't believe her. That's the reaction.
But
That's
that
the
is
blowback
the
I'm
reaction.
talking
It's just
about.
like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, the number one rated guy on the board, the most tradable guy, the most coveted pitcher at the deadline.
Won the Cy Young the last 2 years.
Yep. Yeah. Back-to-back Cy Young Award winner. One more elite player. They're trying to cement a dynasty and win a third in a row. It happened pretty quickly. You know, when the reports came out, we were talking about this on Friday's show.
Yeah, we thought we wouldn't hear till today.
And Skubal is hitters fear this guy, right? Did you see his outing last Wednesday? He was terrific in what ended up being his final start last Wednesday for the Detroit Tigers.
Yeah.
I mean, just sitting there 96, 97, 98 with the fastball. The changeup's nasty. His slider is good, but his changeup is his best pitch, I think.
Yes.
I mean, he's got guys swinging and missing on the changeup at almost 49% of the time. Not even getting a piece and fouling it off.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, that is a potent pitch. So what it means for the Dodgers is they are stacking the deck.
Yes.
Stacking the deck.
And they're not doing anything illegal and they're not doing anything that's wrong. But the way that they're structuring these contracts, FanDuel put out a post. The Dodgers really owe $1.1 billion in deferred money to players. They'll be paying Shohei until 2043, Mookie Betts till 2044, Blake Snell until 2046, Freddie Freeman till 2040, Will Smith 43, Kyle Tucker 45. Like all these contracts, they're just kicking the can down the road, and they're just not paying the full freight right
pay
now.
The luxury tax, and
they're fine.
But nobody else can do that.
I know.
So that's why they need to rein that in and regulate it better.
One of the more frightening rotations, though,
ever
going into the postseason here in just weeks. We're down to weeks, now at this point. We're into August. And, look, they've had expensive rentals before. What if this ends up being just an expensive rental?
Oh, I doubt
What if
it.
Screwball is going?
He's going to love it.
Screwball's not a rental. He's a
going to
keeper.
love it.
Yeah.
I mean, they're going to win and win and win, and he's just going to re-sign.
And
then the train keeps rolling.
He's
for him.
gonna.
The California taxes are
Get
going
10
to be
rings.
real fun for him. There's
I know, right?
Some of these guys want to win, and like if you still think
but
athletes want to
go win and you go win a World Series and you get to put on a show in the postseason, you've never had more value to the free agent market again.
Sinking feeling in my stomach says that he stays if we have baseball next year. That is. But that's another topic for another day. But
yeah, maybe it's overkill. Maybe we're going too far with this, but. Holy smokes! They managed to pull it off. And you got to give them credit. They did it, and somebody else doesn't. So you can be mad at the Dodgers, or you can be mad at your favorite club who didn't go get this guy.
And Dave Roberts' exact quote I was talking, there's nothing that we did that no one else couldn't have done. I just love our front office on the Dodgers trading for Tarek Skubal.
I mean, what the Tigers got in return was...
Some prospects.
And
the prospects are suspects until they come up. We never know what they're going to be. So, they just traded away a proven stud, front of the rotation, ace pitcher to the evil empire. So,
big deal.
Big deal.
Certainly a big deal. Probably the biggest. I mean, look, he was the number one coveted guy.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, here we are on a Monday morning. The deadline is 4 p.m. local time this afternoon.
All right.
The 2 through 10 guys that are considered the next best are all available. We could have, some of those guys stay put, sure, but there could be 4 or 5 big trades still to come today before the deadline.
Could be a big sell-off by certain teams that, like the Nats, just got swept, fell far out of the wild card. I could see them moving another piece like Garcia already got moved.
Right.
I could see teams just moving guys to build for the future, and the teams that are pushing into the middle of the table, they're going to try and acquire. So we'll see how it goes down the stretch.
The top 10 guys that could be traded today, we can get into a little bit later in the show, but let's keep it moving. Where are we going next?
All right. Per the new 5 for 5 rule for college athletes, former Blazer Ethan Potter is back in the transfer portal. Jamie Shaw of Rivals reported this morning. The power forward averaged 16.8 points per game in WAC play last year. Most notably for the Blazers, of course, but he is in the portal now. So big deal, no big deal. Ethan Potter in the portal and maybe come back.
Yeah, I would love that.
No. Maybe
come back to Utah Tech.
Oh.
Or maybe go somewhere else.
See, you're laughing. What do you mean?
That's high hopes.
I said maybe. Come on, give me a little bit here. You think he's going somewhere else?
Look, he went in the portal. He went and got he jumped from UVU to Tech.
Yeah.
I mean, there's going to be teams out there that can afford to pay more NIL money than Utah Tech for
Maybe
his
he
services.
loves St. George.
Absolutely.
Yes.
It's kind of
Absolutely
feeling like
he
their
does.
roster is pretty full too. But
No, there's room for Ethan Potter.
they
Is there-
make
there's
room.
always room for Potter.
There's plenty of room.
You'll make
for,
room for 17 points a game. So.
yeah, for sure.
Look, if he comes back to Utah Tech,
Yeah.
it would be the number one storyline.
I would
Yes.
be happy. Yeah.
It would be the biggest storyline going into the season for Tech basketball, which I think is closer than you think to really competing quicker than maybe other sports in the Big Sky Conference. Coming off a really good season in their final year in the WAC last
I'm going to
year.
argue at the height of the WAC, it was better than Big Sky basketball. With Seattle U, with Grand Canyon, it was a better basketball conference than the Big Sky as a whole. So I think Utah Tech has already competed in a very good basketball conference for mid-majors before it got depleted and we had 7 teams last year, whatever. But the old WAC was solid. The WAC that Utah Tech moved from D2 to D1 and started their, cutting their teeth in the Division I era, that was a good conference. I think if they add Ethan Potter, they could be in the mix to win a Big Sky championship. And
Sure.
I'm not saying that it's a likelihood that he'll be here. I mean, obviously he averaged a lot of points, was a great player last year.
I just think he's going to.
He's going to end up somewhere bigger.
He's got ties to Utah. I'm not sure if he's married yet or engaged, but I know she's got ties in Southern Utah. There's a lot of things to make a case for him coming back.
Yeah.
Until you put dollar signs behind it.
Yeah.
And then you're like, we have no chance to bring him back. And that's just reality. Somebody's going to give this kid $350, $450, over $500,000 at minimum, I would guess.
Yeah.
To play his extra final year of eligibility. And a lot of these guys that had 4 years are now getting that 5th year granted because we know of the 5 for 5. So so that's all changing. And so it didn't look likely. And then you see the 5 for 5 and you're like, okay, maybe he does have a chance to get that extra year. Yeah. And if you had the right grad program, that would help. I don't know what Ethan Potter is studying, but there's a lot of things that go into this. So Paulie has no idea whether Potter is in play for the Trailblazers or not, but he's wishful thinking it. And I can't blame you. I can't blame you because we all want Potter back.
We do.
Yes, he would be a huge piece to this team next year. So.
He'd be an experienced leader. He's proven what he can do in a good conference. That leadership and experience can help you win games in a new conference.
Yeah.
It changes your rotation, more depth, more size. He's 6'8".
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot. We could go on and on and on.
And super skilled with the basketball as an offensive player. I mean, he gets a lot of rebounds. He does a lot on the defensive end, but this is a guy that contributes a hell of a lot offensively and could be a huge missing piece to this Utah Tech team. So
we'll maybe circle back to this topic. We do have some. We've been kind of getting to know the new Trailblazer team. We had so many newcomers.
Yeah.
We've got some guys coming in second hour, and maybe we can squeeze in a question, see if any of them talk to Ethan Potter and have any inside information.
Yes, we need some insider stuff here.
If they've been trying to woo him back or not. So, all right, moving on. We got a couple more to get to. Big deal,
Next
no big deal.
one here. This one comes from an old friend, Kyle Whittingham. His quote on the Ohio State-Michigan rivalry. Here it is. I just think a rivalry can be intense and emotional without the hatred factor. I don't think there's any place for that personally, quote unquote.
Love the quote.
You love the quote. Okay.
I do too.
Ohio State fans hate Michigan. Hate. Not like a friendly, let's win this game and shake hands. Like there's real hatred between Ohio State and Michigan. And I don't think that this is a quote that many Michigan fans wanted to hear from Kyle Whittingham. That's just my personal take. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll grow up because it is sports and there should be sportsmanship. And that's, like I always say this, that's what I love about hockey. They go out on the ice, they literally beat the crap out of each other, fists and stuff. And then afterwards, they're good game, good fight.
Yeah.
Heck of a time.
I think for the players, there needs to be a level of
sportsmanship.
respect, but for the fans, it's where it gets fun. I know when it's pit week.
Yeah, but you can
pit
have
week for
you can
West
have
Virginia.
fun
I have a
trash
lot
talk,
of fun.
and you can get on message boards.
You don't have to be jerks.
You can test buddies, make some side bets, but you don't have to hate everybody. Like, hey, I always tell my kids, we don't hate anybody. We don't hate anything.
Okay.
Like hate is a strong word. you can not like something a little bit.
Okay.
And that sounds a lot better to me than I hate this. I hate you. I hate that.
I'm just telling you the facts.
Hate is a terrible
Ohio
word.
State, Michigan fans hate each other. Duke, North Carolina fans hate each other.
I have never had a conversation on this topic, so I don't know where you're getting your info from, other than I know it's a huge rivalry.
Yeah.
I've never been to this game. I do know some Michigan fans. I do know some Buckeye fans. I could do a flash poll. Are you saying this is the most hated rivalry in
Ohio
sports?
State does not spell any words with the letter M during the week of the game. They literally
What if
spell
your name's Mark and you got
I
to
know.
sign your name on a check?
So now
it's
it's
an
just
pay
M
your payroll
with a red X through it. That's what they do.
on payroll.
Well, I don't know about payroll.
How do they even cash that?
What, cash what?
An M with a red X through it?
Yeah.
But then you'd still have to like initial your M and last name.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that is the dumbest thing I've heard. I don't think that's even real.
That it might be
I'll
real.
have to find the social media
It might be
post.
real, but I don't think that's going to affect people's business ventures or signing a mortgage or
Yeah.
like is Ohio State fan going to call his mortgage broker and say, you know what, I'm not closing
gotta
today because we
postpone
got to
this.
wait till after the game next week? Like that seems just insane to me.
Yeah, well, it's a real rivalry.
Look, I get where you're coming from. I get where you're coming from. But look, Kyle Whittingham is Kyle Whittingham. He's not going to change his human nature, his mentality, his mindset. I really have loved my chats with Kyle over the years.
He's a classy guy.
And so, I mean, he is not going to succumb to any of all the crap and get lost in the weeds. Kyle doesn't seem to be like a guy that's going on social media to check out the message boards.
No,
The
probably
trash
not.
talk forums.
I'm talking about the fans here. It's not more. It's more about the fans than the coaches and players.
What do you think Ohio State fans are saying right now? I hate Kyle Whittingham. Like they already hate him because they don't even know him.
I
He hasn't
know.
even coached against them.
I know. They didn't like Moore. They didn't like Harbaugh. They didn't like any Bo Schembechler. Go all the way
Why
back.
are you portraying Ohio State fans to be just idiots and losers?
Not
right now?
idiots, just really passionate about the rivalry. And I think that goes for a lot of teams.
No, it's idiotic that you can't sign your name during rivalry.
I know.
That
If
is,
it has an
that
M
is
in it.
beyond.
all right.
Yeah.
Well, that's what they do. So I'm just telling you what they do. You know, you can take it or leave it.
What do you do during the backyard brawl week?
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm on site,
No,
plenty-
I'm just like on a normal week when it's the backyard brawl. And
Yeah.
you're just coming into the show.
yeah.
Like, are you not putting a pee in any kind of toilet?
I have my own chant for Pitt, but it's not safe for radio, so I'll leave it alone. But Pitt is an evil entity, and West Virginia fans all hate Pitt. I mean, maybe it's an East Coast thing. I don't know. I mean, you're just kind of
What
out of
kind of
touch.
fraternity did you go to? They have brainwashed my co-host, ladies and gentlemen.
Beta Sigma Pi Hole. Remember? That's the one he went
Beta
to.
Sigma Pi Hole.
That's an old callback. I like that.
What is going on? What was even the question?
I just said if it was a big deal or not, the quote that he made. And I can read the quote again if
No
you'd
big
like
deal.
to hear it.
Yeah,
okay,
I
no big
agree.
deal. All right, fine.
Do you agree or disagree with that?
I disagree, but you do your own thing. I understand how. I know where rivalries sit with you now,
No, you know how they sit in your mind.
and that's an expansive place that you will never
An
get the key to.
expansive dark place. Yeah,
I don't want to keep to that.
yeah, exactly.
All right, let's go to the next one.
Holy cow! I could say so much right now, but I will let
just hold on.
Okay.
All right, let's go
Don't
to
be an Ohio State fan on Polly right now.
I love Ohio State fans. I know rivalry week people do silly things.
Yes.
Okay, let's just leave it at
Have you
that.
ever seen? I mean, do I have to pull up the old ESPN commercial? And it's just a commercial, but it's trying to epitomize what is the rivalry. It's the one where the guy's in the car with the Ohio State fan, and he's riding down the road, and he finds out he's a Michigan fan, finds out she's an Ohio State fan, opens the door, rolls
Pushes
out of
her.
the car,
Yeah.
rolls out of the car, and yells, "Go Big Blue!" Right as and then she speeds off. I mean, that epitomizes
No,
what the
that's a
rivalry
commercial.
is.
That's not real.
Okay.
Those are paid actors.
They are
Yeah,
paid
exactly.
actors, but I'm sure there's real ones out there that would do the same thing.
So
All
if
right?
you're with a hot chick riding in a car and all of a sudden you find out she's a Pitt fan, you're gonna just open your car door and roll out?
Wow, now that is putting.
That would
putting-
never happen.
putting-
We all know
That's a
it.
great
We all know
analogy.
it. Yeah.
That's a great
Look
analogy.
at her, like just quiet.
Guarantee that would never happen.
Playing to his weakness. He's a 30-year-old single dude.
All right, here we go. Let's get it back on track here. We got a little off course there, but all right. How about big deal, no big deal? This week is the week of Media Day. Region 9 Football Media Day kicks off this Thursday from Texas Roadhouse. Every single team in the region will be covered, a host of players and coaches, and we look forward to it every year. Big deal, no big deal for you.
I mean, look, I always get excited.
Yeah.
I mean, when you put it into this segment,
Yes.
like we take pride in the fact that we started the media days at the high school level in Southern Utah.
Yeah. It's a copycat industry. A lot of people doing it now.
Yeah, and look, it's not like they can. It's not like
It's free reign. Yeah.
you can't go get a patent on media
on Region
day.
9 Media Day.
Yeah.
It's copyrighted.
But we take a lot of pride in that. We knock it all out in one day. We're doing it so you got 8 days to go watch that or hear it before the start of the season.
Yeah.
Lot of young coaches in the region, but we have a couple big things happen in the offseason. Ray Hosner's back at Pineview.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he's kicked cancer. And congrats to that coach. And can't wait to see what he can do with this Doman kid who's going to be a sophomore quarterback, or is he going to be a junior this year?
Sophomore.
I think he's going to be a
Coy,
sophomore.
Right? Is his name Coy?
Correct.
Yes, I've heard about this.
And
kid.
I've seen his films, and I've been following and tracking him over the summer. And so that's the storyline. They're going to be young in the secondary. They're going to be young up front on the offensive line. But it's Haas, right? Like he always had him in the mix. And the one thing he does not have is a state championship.
Yeah.
And he wants to see this freshman class through. He wants to go, I don't know how long. I haven't had that conversation. Hopefully, Coach Osner is going to join us at Media Day Thursday.
Yeah.
We'll get confirmation on that probably later today or tomorrow on who's coming. But boy, oh boy, that's exciting to me to have Coach Haas back. I hate it for KJ Boyer because he came in when Haas got cancer and had to step away. And what was he there? 5 years?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, he's gone. I thought he gave everything he had to Pineview High School. I know Coach Haas left an open door there for him to come help if he so choose.
Yeah.
And then you got Carl Frankie coming back as the OC. And all of a sudden, Desert Hills is interesting, coming off their worst season in school history. And Tanner Baldery is the first-year head coach. Zach Tulalele is out there at Snow Canyon. He's a first-year coach. And then maybe one of the more intriguing things in Region 9 is how good is Hurricane?
Yeah.
I think Hurricane.
They're the storyline.
Like, I was already starting to think about what is my personal media poll going to be for prediction for the season.
Yeah.
And I got Hurricane 1 or 2. I haven't decided yet.
Yeah.
And we know about Crimson's success and what Coach Wayne Olofofo has done. They did lose Andy Stokes, their offensive coordinator, to the head coaching job at Orem.
Yeah.
His son, Major Stokes, who's a big-time recruit, obviously a big-time player, and big period at defensive end.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he led the entire state in sacks, didn't he, last year?
I think so. Yes.
So, anyway, there's just so many storylines out there. Remember, Cedar is not in our region in football anymore. They are in every other sport.
Yeah.
Which
and
I hate, but
I think
it's
a
factual.
big storyline with the Tigers is the post Dylan Gabriel era. He's been a starter really since he was getting reps in games as a freshman. So we haven't seen Hurricane Tiger football with a different quarterback in 4 years, basically. So who will it be? Who will step into that role? Because Gabriel was a great dual threat for years for the Tigers and Coach Cowan. And I think that a lot of returners, including Matua, I think is going to be the best lineman in the region this year. Coach's son, Cannon Cowan, who was a sophomore last year, with really good DB. I think defensively, Hurricane's not going to let up a lot of points.
RJ Allred should be kind of one of the leading guys, getting the ball, running the ball.
Sure.
He saw some time last year. They did lose some key position
Roberts and Gabriel depart. So those are two big pieces. But I could see them, Wardle, some of these other guys stepping up and being big players for them.
Yeah. Yep. All right, one more quick one.
We need to.
Yeah, let's take a break.
We'll take a break.
Yeah.
All right, we went long. All right, back in a flash. It's The Drive. We'll round out hour one right after this message from our great local partners.
Welcome back to The Drive on The Fan.
Back, everybody. It's The Drive. Thanks for hanging out through the break. I went 50 minutes of the show today and haven't brought up the Utah Championship. I watched all the way through the playoff last night about 7:30. We were in a five-man playoff up there at Ogden Country Club. And pretty cool. Pretty cool to see Derek Hitchner coming on top. Now, I wasn't rooting for Hitchner, but he was incredible. Yeah. And I was rooting for my guy Mason Anderson. And Mason Anderson, former Arizona State Sun Devil. We saw him. Didn't we have him on the show during Black Desert when he was here last October? He was a rookie on the PGA Tour last year. And I think he called in, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, you got the tallest guy in golf, Tommy Morrison. What is he, 6'8" in the playoff? Blades Brown missed the playoff by one. Really cool to see. It ties for the biggest playoff in Korn Ferry history. And there was two other guys that arguably could have got in. It was a crowded leaderboard. My guy Mason Anderson bogeyed his final hole. He was at 22 under, and that's what got the five-man playoff. Nobody could birdie 18. 18 was playing pretty tough. It was a tight left pin. So, Derek Hitchner, remember the name? He's going to be status on the PGA Tour. And he's had a horrible year. That's the crazy thing about it. He's way down, hadn't had any top 25 finishes this year on the Korn Ferry Tour, and he goes and wins the dang thing up at Ogden Country Club.
Hey, it's when it counted. That's when you show up.
These guys are all so good.
Yeah.
The pool, I've been saying this since Live Golf. The depth of talent in
me and you
golf,
got in a notable fight one day about that.
Because you were wrong.
Yeah.
How's Liv doing now, big dog?
I didn't say. I said the PGA Tour was weaker because they lost those live guys.
They're
and you were
not.
like, all this young talent, all
It's
this
true.
young talent. They're better than Brooks Koepka and
It's-
Bryson DeChambeau.
It's
And
true.
Yeah, Bryson has not been good.
It's true.
he loves
it's true.
the young
Like,
talent, baby.
Do we miss a handful of players? Okay, I'll give you that.
All right.
But is the next generation of talent here? Absolutely. Golf.
Yeah.
You know, Scotty Scheffler has set the new standard, but now you got a guy in Michael Thornbjornsen who won yesterday, and it was his first ever PGA Tour win. Go count in the last 5 years since Live Golf how many first-time winners we've got. We've got 10 plus. That tells me that golf is just fine on the PGA Tour, and I don't know if Liv's going to make it.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
unless they're getting the funding behind the scenes that we haven't heard about, I don't know if they're going to make it with the PIF pulling all the funding. That thing is on shaky ground.
Definitely is.
I never even liked the live.
Yeah, I like
always
it.
just
It's
liked the
it's still
PGA.
golf to me, but I still don't watch that much of it. It's kind of out of sight, out of mind. I've watched it more now that it was on FS1 this year.
Yeah.
But
They had the CW at first, didn't they?
yeah, well, at first they were just streaming it on their website.
Oh, then the CW, then FS1, right?
No, there was, I think, one other stop in between. They've had a couple of
Jeez.
different TV arrangements.
Well, that's what's a disservice to them is that even though it's not a great league and it's going to fall apart probably, but they never really had the right media rights deal with that golf.
Look, I know what you're trying to say. It's better for golf when Rory or Scotty is winning, right? The big names. But I love these Cinderella stories. I love this to hear the backstories. I love first-time winners. You know, there's some incredible talent coming onto the PGA Tour.
Yeah.
It's fascinating to me. So, good tournament. Now we turn all of our attention to the Black Desert Championships, which will be in
Yes.
October. So
One
we got
youngster-
the FedEx Cup playoffs, and then boom, Black Desert be here before you know it.
Yeah, one youngster that I am rooting for, he won Black Desert last year, Mikey
Michael
Brennan.
He was in the mix this weekend as well out there.
Leesburg, Virginia native, about 15 minutes from where I'm from.
He was
so
in
I'm
the-
rooting for him.
He was in the final group and faded. Just couldn't get anything going there in yesterday's final round.
Okay.
Speaking of one player we know that will be in Black Desert, it'll be Bowen Moss. We're going to have him on the show later in the month. He just won back-to-back Utah State amateurs.
Yeah.
And so he's going to be teeing it up at Black Desert. Kitchener, who just won, will be probably teeing it up at Black Desert.
What was
As
the BYU kid's name? The young guy?
Akina,
right? Yeah.
Kihei Akina.
Kihei Akina. That's right. Is he back on the
He's played in a couple tour events,
okay.
but I don't think he's got a spot in the field yet.
Okay.
I could earn one still,
Yeah, absolutely.
but that kid's got a ton of talent. He missed the cut by one last year.
Yeah.
think-
I felt terrible for him. He was just right on that cut line.
Yeah. Yep. Good to be with you on a Monday. As always, we're giving away aviator tickets here on the show. If you want to go down to Las Vegas, they're firing up starting, I think, tomorrow.
Yeah.
A homestand against the Tacoma Rainiers. So if you want to go down, we've got tickets behind the dugout. Text aviators to our text line 435-990-9950. Hour one of the books. Hour two coming up when we come back on The Fan. How are you? Hour 2. It's The Drive on the Fan Sports Network, and we are August 3rd. Thanks for waking up with us. We are getting close to, football. We're going to be heavy football. We'll talk a little football here this hour. Touched on a little bit first hour there. We heard from Coach Lance Anderson, Utah Tech coach. We were down at practice. They will have a scrimmage coming up, and we'll be there. What day did Coach Anderson invite us?
Saturday.
Was it Saturday?
Yeah.
Or was it Friday? I'm trying to think.
Friday.
I think it was Friday after the
Friday?
show.
Friday after the show.
Yep. So we'll have some more insight. We'll be keeping tabs. We got to get Dwayne Fitzgerald on the show. We got Phil Steele coming on the show tomorrow. We'll ask him.
I'm a big fan.
He's got his college football preview magazine that's hitting the stores and the Barnes and Nobles and the digital version, which you can get on philstill.com. And Phil, it's kind of an annual tradition for us to get the Phil on the show, because as soon as we have Phil on the show, we know we're close to college and pro football. So
we're 26 days from when they kick off week 0, TCU, North Carolina, from Dublin, Ireland. That'll be the first one. And that is less than 4 weeks away.
Sure.
So, pretty awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I can't wait. Also, Trailblazers, Montana State.
I think that's the week after.
That's the first game for the
they
Trailblazers.
do the FCS that weekend too now. Okay. It was the FBS week 0, but I guess they're doing the FCS games that week too, huh?
Well, you tell me. I mean, I was just saying that the start of the season is coming, and it's August 29th. If you listen to the interview, I asked Coach Anderson about August 29th. I mean, week 0, you get wrapped up in the week 0. It's just the start of the season for me.
It's huge.
It's just the start of the season for me. I don't care if it's
national
week
holiday.
0, what week you want to call it, but Utah Tech starts the season on August 29th against Mark.
All right.
That's the defending champs here in St. George.
That's big time.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
And then you go to BYU the next week. Incredible.
Yeah, I was talking to Steve. I'm trying to sneak my way up to BYU for that Utah Tech.
Why do you have to sneak yourself up? Just request a credential.
Well, it's just
why
wording. Wording.
I know, but why do you use a word like sneak?
Yeah.
I don't know. Down and back trip, sneak up and back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever. Let's get to the headlines.
You've definitely known
Let's
me
get
for
to
a
what's
long time.
trending.
You're still not used to how I talk, huh, buddy?
I mean, you don't sneak anywhere though. Sneak is a terrible word. You can hear you chewing 3 doors down. You can hear your. I mean,
It's not like he can tiptoe and be like a ninja or something.
All right. Just call me overweight. It's okay.
No, that's not what we're saying.
No, you just have a loud personality. I do too. You can hear. They can hear me probably down in the Coney Country studios right now giving you the business.
Yes.
Let's get to the sports headlines. Let's try to get you the top 8 today. Brought to you by our friends at Prime IV. Beat the heat. Go get hydrated. Get one of their super powerful drips, massage chairs, the whole 9 yards. You're going to love it. If you've just been going, traveling, working, kids games, just juggling the summer festivities, hey, why not this month go down to Prime IV and check them out? You're going to love it. Take my word for it. I try to get down there at least once a month. You should too. PrimeIVSTG.com if you want to get more details. Let's do it. Well, Tarek Skubal, the biggest name on the trade deadline, block to get traded over the weekend. This happened Saturday night. This broke. About 11 o'clock local time? It was pretty late Saturday night when this was breaking news. And that is the biggest trade so far. But we expect a flurry today. About 2 o'clock, I think everybody on the networks is going to do like a trade deadline special. There'll be highlights, and there'll be a lot of new faces in new places. National League is pursuing starting pitching. You got buyers, you got sellers. I mean, I saw my Mariners traded Luis Castillo to the White Sox. I actually like what the White Sox are doing.
Yes.
I didn't know they were going to be buyers at the
They're
deadline.
one of my favorite young teams in the league, the White Sox.
Yeah. And there's still some big names out there. Some of the names, Foster Griffin.
The Griff Dog, from the Nats.
Yep.
He was pitching overseas in like Japan a couple years ago. Now a 12-game winner, and they might sell high on him. I could see him moving.
Clay Holmes, righty from the Mets. You've got Luis Arias.
He just got traded. I was about to say that.
Is that breaking news?
The Phillies, from Bob Nightingale, Phillies are trading for 3-time batting champion Luis Arias of the San Francisco Giants and right-handed reliever Caleb Killian. The Giants will receive starter Ramon Marquez, the Phillies' number 4 prospect, and reliever Marty Gare. So, another trade on the move. Luis on the move to to the Phillies.
Is Robbie Ray, if I say his name, has he been traded in the last 10 minutes? Robbie Ray, lefty. We remember him with the Tampa Bay Rays, and now he's been up in San Francisco. And San Francisco certainly sellers.
Yeah, they're sellers. You thought the Jays were sellers, but they moved Gossman just a couple hours ago. It seems less than 16 hours ago. They get Jose Soriano from the Angels. That is confirmed. He has been traded as well as of 31 minutes ago. So the deals are coming in hot and fast on deadline day.
Yep. We'll keep tabs on that. If you're a big seam head, you're going to be watching the wire pretty closely today. Maybe we get time a little bit later on this hour. We'll dive more into some of the other names that we could hear traded by the deadline. Again, the deadline 4 o'clock Mountain Time, 6 o'clock Eastern Time this afternoon.
There's a big one that we didn't get into in the big deal, no big deal, and as it pertains to Utah Tech hoops. They received another commitment for the 2026 season. Junior college product Aris Rodriguez enters the fold for the Blazers. The 6'5" guard averaged 19.5 points per game for Barton Community College last season. As a lot of guys in the portal, a lot of people looking for places to play. JUCO guys starting to get snapped up to round out rosters now, and Rodriguez becomes the newest Trailblazer.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
6'5", another big guy. Who was the Greek guard? Was about 6'6", 6'5".
Patkos.
Or Ragkos.
Ragkos.
Yep. And now Rodriguez, another 6'5" guard, giving them some length out on the wing. This could be a nice move for Utah Tech. I'm sure they've done their homework on the kid. He can obviously score, so would love to see this kid make an impact next year.
Yeah. We'll see if he, can score at the JC level, at the Big Sky level. That remains to be seen. But do you like the statistics? You do like the way this class is rounded out? They had a lot of roster spots to fill.
Yeah.
And they weren't in a rush to do it. And they keep slowly but surely adding. Now, you didn't get Ragkos or you didn't get this new signee into summer workouts with the rest of the guys, the early signees.
Yeah.
So they're going to be a little bit behind. Hopefully, conditioning and everything is, and they've been working on their game on their own. It'll be interesting to see what the minutes are divvied up like for Juddy this year. And we are going to have a couple more of the Trailblazer basketball players in studio here in a little over 10 minutes from right now.
One more Utah Tech one. Sorry, we mentioned in the big deal, but Ethan Potter, per the new 5-for-5 rule for college athletes, former Blazer Ethan Potter is back in the transfer portal. The power forward averaged 16.8 points per game last year for the Blazers.
Yeah, I mean, had to get an injunction from a judge because technically he was out of eligibility. But now that they've opened up the 5-for-5, we're seeing a lot of guys who only played 4 get that fifth year granted.
Yes.
Two first-time winners in golf. Mentioned this before the hour. Michael Bjornsson captured his first PGA Tour title in Detroit Rocket Classic. This is the final ever Rocket Classic. This tournament is going away. Derek Hitchner wins here in Utah on the Korn Ferry Tour in a dramatic 5-man playoff that I thought would go 3 or 4 holes. It went 1 hole with a couple guys missing inside 7-foot putts. Mason had about a 7-footer. Mason Anderson missed it. The first 2 guys had missed their putts for birdie, made par. And then this Hitchner kid makes about a 6-footer. And then Tommy Morrison has, I'm telling you, 3.5 feet, guys, and he missed it, or they would have kept playing. So brutal. Big win. NFL training camp is heating up. They had, a lot of coverage. I took in some of the coverage from around the league, a lot of quarterback battles in Cleveland and Minnesota. And I always think separation from the contenders or the pretenders comes with the quarterback play in the NFL.
Sure.
And we'll see who ends up getting the nod. And we are closing in on that Hall of Fame preseason
I
game.
think that's Thursday, isn't it?
If I'm not mistaken, it is Thursday the 6th. Yes.
Yeah. Should be the opening of the season, and a couple guys, NFL notes, a couple guys returning, making some homecomings here. Deebo Samuel re-signs with the 49ers on a 1-year deal, as well as Jadeveon Clowney, who drafted him, the Texans, way back when. He returns to his roots and agrees to join the Texans on a 1-year deal. So 2 guys off the scrap heap of the remaining free agents. A few still left out there. Keenan Allen, Stephon Diggs, a couple others, but 2 guys find homes this weekend.
The 49ers have been kind of injury plagued. Did you see Ricky Pearsall got
bad.
hurt in camp, out for the season?
Yeah. He just hasn't really, he's the one who got shot. He's just had a tough career to start with injuries. I mean, he was a great receiver coming out of Florida, but I don't think he's really been on the field much.
Yeah, I mean, he's had some production when he's been healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way,
That's the whole problem with the 49ers, though, is that they're not healthy.
they have not been healthy.
Bosa's still out. There's still a lot. Shanahan's been in the hospital lately.
Yeah, Shanahan.
Even the coaches
That's
are
right.
failing in health.
Fred Warner was lost for the season.
Yeah.
Fred's been practicing at camp. Bosa's been dressing down, though.
What? Purdy was hurt a little bit last year too, right?
yeah.
Like they've had a lot of problems last year. One guy who stayed remarkably healthy for them last year, if you can finish the sentence, I'll buy you breakfast. One guy that normally isn't, but stayed remarkably healthy for the 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey.
There you
Oh,
go,
yeah.
buddy. Breakfast is yours.
By the way, Paulie said that Hall of Fame game Thursday. He is correct. It's a 6 o'clock local start. It's the Cardinals and the Panthers.
Yes.
So, and the Hall of Fame ceremonies to follow.
Yeah, who's getting enshrined this year? I got to see who's the cast of characters, NFL Hall of Famers. Should be a nice list. There normally is. Starting to get into the guys that I grew up watching. Drew Brees, Larry Fitzgerald,
Luke
and Luke
Kuechly's
Kuechly.
in this one.
Hey, there we go, Larry.
Remember Breeze and the emotional Sean Payton video
Yes.
the other day?
We should
Yeah.
play that. That'd be great. That's a great video.
Yep. That's a great class.
Yeah.
I think all those guys are deserving. Even though Kuechly's career was cut short, he was very productive.
Very good.
In the games he did play in, although his career only lasted about 8 years.
Yeah.
Yes.
So didn't have the longevity that we've seen others have. Red Sox made a little bit of a statement. Boston completed a 3-game sweep of the Dodgers with an 8-4 win last night on Sunday Night Baseball, continuing one of baseball's hot stretches and strengthening the postseason push. One thing I did not watch but heard about from a couple people was SummerSlam over the weekend.
Yeah.
WWE, right?
SummerSlam, correct you would be.
All right.
Roman Reigns finally defeated Seth Rollins in the marquee match of SummerSlam Night 2. A bunch of championships changed hands during WWE's biggest weekend of the year.
That's right.
Yes. Yes. Did either one of you watch any SummerSlam?
I thought WrestleMania was the big day for those guys.
Yeah, I don't like any of that.
Yeah, I'm not a big wrestling mark. I'm not really into it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I have a bonus ball.
Yeah. Bonus ball.
I don't know. It's a little bit old news. I think this came out on July 31st. But DeAndre Hopkins joins Georgia Tech's coaching staff as an assistant wide receiver coach.
Yeah, he's not getting any offers to play this year, so he goes ahead and joins GT. I like that move for him. Good for DeAndre.
I do too.
Getting into the coaching ranks is as just out of the league.
Yep.
Pretty cool.
Do you think it'll last, or do you think he'll get a call after a couple rash injuries and
Well,
he'll be back in a uniform at some
What
point?
is Michael Vick is coaching Norfolk State, which is an FCS team. What's it called? Deshaun Jackson,
Yes.
the former Eagle, is coaching the Hornets. I forget what their team name is, or their state, Delaware State.
Yep.
So like we see a lot
the
of these
Blue Hens?
No, that's Delaware.
Oh,
The
Delaware State is the what?
Jaspers, I think.
Ah,
The Yellow Jackets, maybe. There's some kind of B logo.
I mean,
but a lot of former players getting their start. Michael Vick, Deshaun Jackson, Delaware State Hornets is what they are. And they're getting their entry into coaching at the lower levels and finding their way. You know, I think Deshaun Jackson won like 7 games last year as a first-year head coach.
Some players turn out to be great coaches.
Yeah.
I mean,
and I don't know that he's done with the NFL. He did tweet out that he hasn't retired from the NFL. But if you're a wide receiver and you want to be great, come to Georgia Tech football.
Doing a little recruiting. I like that.
So, yeah.
well, I mean, look at the NFL coaches currently, and how many of them were players? Dan Campbell, I remember him as a player. Aaron Glenn, Vrabel, D'Amico Ryans,
Sanders.
Deion Sanders, I did Colorado. But Eddie George is in college ranks coaching now.
Yeah.
There's others. That's the short list on top of my mind. There's a lot of players, some former players going to the broadcasting world, some going to coaching, some going to other endeavors, which is the bulk of them. But there are some pretty good coaches that were pretty good players as well.
Speaking of coaches, players, commentators, all that, me and Tara were talking while you were gone about some of the best commentators. We were doing like a start, bench, cut thing with them. How about the news? I sent it to you guys on Friday. That and there's been more news that has come out on the Tony Romo front.
I watched a little bit of the body cam footage.
Yeah, it wasn't a good look. Apparently had an open liquor bottle in the car as well. So a lot of bad stuff for Tony, and CBS is backing off because they owe him mega bucks, and this might be a way for them to get out of his contract. I don't know if he has a clause that if he commits any crimes, but as of now, Schefter is reporting that CBS is going to move forward with J.J. Watt to join Jim Nance in the booth to start the season as they figure out what to do with Tony Romo.
Yeah.
So kind of big on the commentary front.
What did you make? Did you watch the body cam footage?
I saw some. I didn't. We actually played some on the show a little bit. Yeah. It wasn't the best to look. What did he say? He was going to grandma's.
Yeah.
He's trying to get to grandma and grandpa's house.
He just come off the golf course.
Yeah,
He's
came
gonna go
off the
visit
golf
grandma,
course.
grandpa.
Yeah.
It was weird.
It was a bad look, and like the tests when he's doing the actual sobriety test, where he's doing the follow the light and the walk in a line. Like I watched some of that, and he was clearly impaired. You know, he was. So
Yep. It's just a leave. Placed on a leave of absence. Yes. So Jerry Jones came out and kind of had Tony Romo's back. Former Cowboy quarterback.
Yes.
Former boss. Kind of said he'll work through it. He's 40.
Yeah.
He's 46 years old now.
I don't think that this means he has a problem or anything. He might have just been having too many at the course and decided to drive home and got caught. You know, it happens. So it's unfortunate it happens to Romo right before the season.
Yeah.
Timing's not great, but as of now, J.J. Watt will command the color commentary coverage on the CBS One team.
A lot of people thought that was a 10-year, $180 million.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this is their out, presumably. If they want to get out, there's probably some clause in his contract that says if you get in any legal trouble, then we could excuse you of this deal. That would be my assumption.
The body cam footage was like 45 minutes long.
I know. And there's AI edits of people doing the DAC thing where he's doing the
They're making him take snaps for his field sobriety test.
Yeah, there's people doing. Have you seen the DAC hip thing when he does it pregame? They had an AI edit of Tony doing the hip thing and blue 42
checking his footwork on the snap and drop back and stuff.
There was so many bad. There was a lot of AI slop relating to that arrest, but some funny videos.
Yeah, that's your top 8 to date. Any other bonus balls?
No.
I think we're good.
Those are your headlines. Those are your headlines. Stick around. We'll take a time out. We'll be back. We got some Utah Tech players coming in, I believe. I think it's going to be Preston Vandermeide and Kyle Lemke dropping by the show today.
All right.
And lots more after that as well. You're locked in to your sports leader, the Fan Sports Network. It's The Drive. Quick break, and we're right back talking sports.
Welcome back to The Drive on The Fan.
Yeah, we're back. I'm not going to burn the house down.
He liked that when he was looking over and seeing what the title was.
Yeah,
I thought he was going to be mean to me again. I was going to rage quit.
No, you're batting 500 or so.
Yeah.
Hey, now we're talking.
You're
pretty
north
good.
of the Mendoza line on bumpers. Yeah.
I'm not the Mendoza line.
If our next guest was a baseball player, I'm curious what his walk-up song would be. Kyle Lipke joined us. Preston Vandermeiden's going to be here in a few minutes. We've kind of had some fun this summer talking with a lot of the new faces. Kyle Lipke is not a new face to the Southern Utah sports landscape, though. He just had a quick 2-year stint up at Snow College out of Dixie High School, played for the Flyers, starred for the Flyers, had a great career with the Badgers. Kyle, what's good, man? Good morning.
Good morning. How's it going?
Good to be back in St. George.
Oh, yeah. Great to be back. Love it here.
Grandma's cooking.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it. What would your walk-up song be? Like, got a favorite band, favorite song? Like, if you were a baseball guy, I mean, they make a lot more of it in baseball.
Yes.
Yeah.
But if you got to choose what you got your starting lineup song to be, what would you go with?
I have no idea. I've never really thought about that.
Are you a country guy, rock guy, rap guy?
I'm like a folk kind of.
Folk?
Yeah.
Like Mumford & Sons folk?
Somewhat that.
Okay.
More like Noah Kahan.
Oh,
like
yeah.
that.
Oh, wow. You're scratching his itch.
Yeah,
he
you
loves
are.
him.
Noah Kahan's awesome. Noah Kahan is top 5 artist right now. For
Wow. Okay.
I didn't even know who this guy was. I was up in Washington State, and I looked at the gorge and saw he was playing, and my kids were like, yeah, we got to go, Dad. And they knew who he was.
Yeah.
Because of TikTok or Snip Snap or something. Yeah. And so we ended up going to the show, and he was great, and I've been a fan ever since. I mean, I like his older stuff better than the new album. There's 3 or 4 really good songs on the new album, though. It's a good album. I'm not taking anything away, but I still like his older stuff better.
Yeah.
Is Noah Kahan folk?
I would
Kyle?
consider him folk.
I feel like, yeah, a little bit. Or like there's some small bands that I like more.
Okay.
Probably have no idea who they are. So
Okay. Yeah. I know Paulie's a hits guy, so he'll have no clue.
You won't know.
Yeah, I won't know much about deep divers, but
How's camp going? You don't have everybody, but you got the bulk of the roster. You guys have been down there working out for over a month now. You guys get, I think it's 8 hours a week. You go 6 in the gym, and you got a couple hours weight training. But for you, it's a homecoming of sorts. But man, I went to one practice last month, and I thought chemistry looked really good. We've been talking with all your teammates, Kyle, and it seems like everybody likes everybody, and expectations are high, and everybody's in a good mood right now.
yeah, no, everyone loves each other. Like, it's been a great team. Usually, I feel like at Snow we had a great team, and we all thought it would be hard to go find another team like this. But this team is probably up there. We're all pretty close. We all get along. Like last week, we did a couple stuff together. We watched the movies with like basically the whole team, the new Spider-Man and the Odyssey, which
Oh, nice.
Odyssey's great.
the great movies. Yeah.
Great movie.
Yeah.
Spider-Man, I went to 2 movies.
Wow.
Are you proud
You
of
went
me?
to 2 movies instead
Only
of
in
golfing.
the summer. Only in the summer when there's nothing
I
else,
wouldn't-
no
I don't know if I'm
sports to
proud of you.
watch. World Cup's over. My Mariners can't keep my attention every night.
that's right.
Which one did you like better? I liked Odyssey better.
I like the Odyssey a lot better. That's probably, I think it's my favorite movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Of all time.
Of all time.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
I already watched it twice.
It was good.
Nice.
It was. It was really long,
Yeah.
and it kept me. My favorite. I don't want to do spoiler
Yeah.
stuff.
I already told you no spoilers. I
I
haven't
know.
seen it yet.
I caught myself.
I know.
Yes.
Thank you.
I caught myself. So everybody went to both movies on the team?
Not everybody, but most of the team.
Most of the team.
nice.
Most of the team. News last week, you guys pick up a kid from Greece.
Yeah.
And then news from over the weekend, you get a JC transfer like yourself. What was his name, Paulie?
Aris Rodriguez. He comes from Barton Community College.
You haven't met him yet, obviously.
No.
Yeah, you will soon. But what are your thoughts on? What are your expectations for the upcoming season coming out of Snow College? I mean, you guys kind of had a couple great years. You were ranked number 1. I know a little early exit at Hutch. You guys a little disappointed with the 2 games and the way they ended out there that knocked you out a little prematurely, but it had to have been a great experience.
Oh yeah, it was a fun experience. I still talk to all my, like Aaron on the team, who was just with me at Snow.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
Sean, and we all talked about how fun it was at Snow.
Yeah.
So
Pretty cool that 3 Snow call, at least 3. Well, Mark Brown, who
Yeah.
you're now team, you didn't know him when he was at Snow, did you? You missed him.
no, I played with him.
You
my
played
first
with
year.
Brown the first
Yeah.
year, and then he went to Valpo, and now you guys are teammates
Yeah.
again.
That's got to be cool. Reuniting with him, having some time and JC together. He goes
Yeah.
a different path. and
Mark,
you
throw
both
me the baseline
end up at
lob.
Utah Tech. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, I like Mark. He's a good teammate.
What's Big Sean up to?
He's down here right now for the break.
Just training?
Yeah, he's just training.
You guys go play a game of horse just for fun? You guys
Pig.
train together at all?
Keep
We
it short and
usually
sweet.
do. But yeah, since he's been gone, we haven't. So
Well, you guys close. I mean, you played at Dixie. He played at Crimson. What was your thoughts? I'm always curious about rivalries. What were your thoughts of Sean in high school? Because he was big. He was taller than you.
yeah.
Obviously, he's put on a lot of muscle right now. But now that you're 2 years removed from being 2 years together at Snow College, I'm just curious. Like, you guys make a friendship. Sounds like you guys are close now.
We've always been close. Our senior year, I remember a game, I think it was at Dixie or at Crimson, after he just came over to my house and we hung out. A couple of the Crimson guys, like we all just hung out after the game.
Really?
So yeah.
See, I love to hear that because you never know behind the scenes.
Yeah.
You go play and you beat up on each other and tempers flare and it's hot and heated and you want to win and then you're hanging out after the game. I love to hear that.
That's awesome.
What goals do you have, Kyle, for this upcoming season before we bring Preston in?
I don't know, just to be a winning team this year. I feel like last year they did very well.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
I'm excited to go after that last year and go in and be a winning team.
What was, the recruiting process like for you? Was it a slam dunk, I'm coming back home, or was there other options out of Snow College, other places that wanted your services to play? Was it an easy decision? Was it a tough decision? Just take me through that a little bit.
I was actually about to be done playing, and
Wow.
like the day before I committed, there was no chance I was going to be playing again.
Really?
Yeah, I just wasn't feeling basketball anymore, and then talked to Roberts and all that, and then SU offered me, and then Utah Tech offered me, and then the next day I just committed to Utah Tech and felt very strongly about the decision.
Yeah.
Wow. That's awesome.
So
What parts-
you were well, hold on, I want to go a little deeper on this, Paulie. Hold your question. So you were done, like you were just burnt out, you were just tired, you just didn't think anybody wanted your services? Like, give me more on that because that's intriguing to me.
I was kind of just burnt out, and I wasn't really getting any looks or offers, so I was just kind of just ready to
Well,
go.
there's only thousands of kids in the portal that teams had to sift through. Well, I'm sure Utah Tech. I'm glad you're here. I'm sure Paul and Tara are as
Yes.
well. Welcome
Yeah.
back home, Kyle Lemke, everybody. All right, flip spots with Preston Vandermeide because the mic will fit these tall guys a little better if you're
Right,
sitting.
yeah.
Preston, good morning, man. Another local kid in the building here. Have we had you on the show before?
I don't think so.
First time on the show. What's
Yep.
took us so long?
I don't know.
I apologize. I apologize. Tara's in charge of interviews from now on, so we should start getting more good local interviews. We won't miss you.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because Paul and I have not done a good enough job if we haven't had you on the show. You grew up, you went to Desert Hills, another local kid. Your story is a great story because you were a walk-on, right?
Yeah.
Preferred walk-on?
Yeah, even my first year of college, I didn't play basketball. I just went to SUU for a year.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah. How's fall camp going, man? You guys got in the gym and training it up, and a lot of new faces in the Burns Arena right now.
Yeah, our summer went really well. I think our team's meshing really well. All the guys are super cool, great group of guys. So summer went great.
What's the expectations that have been set for this year going into the new Big Sky Conference?
I think just to ride on the heels of what we did last year. Last year we were successful. We were able to work together well as a team, and so we want to continue to ride that wave into this year to be a winning program.
Now, we haven't seen you on the court a lot. You've got some time. You've had some run, second halves if it's a wide margin, but you've kind of stuck with it, even though you've never been a starter for Utah Tech. But Juddy has praised you and how you practice multiple times. I've heard him, Coach Schroeder, Coach Morris talk about how instrumental guys like you are to the team. Does that ever get frustrating that the minutes haven't been as many as anybody would have wanted?
Yeah, I could say a little bit for sure. Everyone wants to compete and wants to play. That's a part of it. But also I love a lot of it as well. Like just being with teammates, working out. Basketball is fun. I enjoy playing. So the fact that I get to do that now and I'm not a walk-on anymore, so I'm getting stuff paid for. Like I I get school
You've earned
provided
it.
for me. So
Yeah,
I've earned it.
absolutely.
So that makes it worth it as well. That helps it.
Did you come from a basketball family?
No, my dad actually played baseball and football when it was Dixie.
Oh, okay.
Oh, cool.
Okay, back in the junior college days.
Red Storm days or Rebels?
No,
Rebels.
like
Rebels.
yeah,
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
Rebels.
would have been the Rebels.
Yeah,
That's right.
when Rick's College was still Rick's and not BYU Idaho.
that's right.
I should ask Kyle about. I'm kind of worried about the SWAC. I mean, they're down to like 4 or 5 teams. That there's just not a lot of towns starting. Hey, we're gonna put a junior college pro. All the GACs are trying to move up, and
Yeah.
so there's less and less JC. There's a lot in Washington, California, Arizona, but there's not a lot in the Mountain West zone. Not many in Wyoming, Utah, Colorado, for that matter. So, talking Utah Tech basketball, what are your goals for the season, Preston? What do you got on your mind? What have you been working on the most in the off season?
For me, just shooting, catch and shoot, being ready and available to do that, as well as just getting stronger, better defensively and rebounding. I feel like if anyone can do any of those 3 things, that they'll be on the floor and able to help contribute.
Who's been the best at shooting the basketball through the workouts you guys had last month?
As far as stats, I think he's been Owen Mackey. He's been shooting,
nice.
shooting the heck out of it, but then I think I'm right behind him. So,
There you go.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Nice. And I know you can stretch it out beyond the arc. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Omac, just off his mission, a couple people have said he was shooting it really well. He was critical of himself because he's like, I can't dribble. He's like, I've lost the dribbling touch
Oh, no.
after 2 years in Italy. But I think I think he'll be fine by the start of the regular season. What else is going on at Utah Tech? Kyle said you guys have been doing a lot of team bonding outside of the hardwood and outside of the gym. Has that been kind of fun to get to know your teammates on a personal level?
Yeah, it's been super fun. Like I said, these guys they're all awesome. Like we'll go and hang out with any combination of any of us. It is a fun group. Like we went and saw 2 movies last week as a team, kind of. So it's been a lot of fun.
Which one did you like better, Superman or Odyssey?
Ooh,
Spider-Man.
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 nah.
Sorry.
I don't know. I liked them both for different reasons. The Odyssey was super good, but Spider-Man's just more like grow up watching all that stuff. So I was kind of more excited for it.
Favorite Spider-Man? Toby, Tom Holland, or Garfield? You've seen them all. I'm
Tom
sure.
Holland. It's
Tom
not close.
Holland.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he is.
I'm a
doing really
Toby
good
guy.
job.
I'm a Toby
Really?
guy. Yeah, I like Toby.
You always were an odd duck. Hey, what did you tell Kyle about playing for John Judkins when he got on campus?
Oh,
Be ready for the stomp.
Yeah,
Famous stomp.
yeah.
Got to play D to get on the court.
That's true.
Yeah.
Kyle should have no problem with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just a good program, good culture. So just be ready for that.
I love it. I love it. I'm fired up. Are the guys fired up?
Yeah, we're excited.
Now you got a little break, but you doing stuff on your own. But I think you guys had that early period. When does the season officially start? When do you guys report back?
So we report back, I think, I don't know, 17th maybe. Yeah, is when we're back and school starts. Then we'll have like another couple days off and they'll be right back into it.
Love it. Love it. We have 2 games released on the schedule right now is all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
New Mexico, and is it South Dakota or North Dakota? I'm not looking at it right now, but do you know when
New Mexico and South Dakota.
South Dakota. Do you know when the full schedule will be released, or you leave that up? You just focus on making jump shots.
Yeah, just let other people do that. I barely know when school starts.
But
So
when as a player, do you know the schedule? It just hasn't been released. Have you had a chance to see most of it, even though it's not completely finalized? Or?
they tell us things, but we don't really know for sure until it's released.
So it's not a big day when the schedule comes out as a player. You don't look at the schedule and go, "Oh, I can't wait to go play this team."
I mean, kind of like last year we had some fun places like Hawaii or
yeah.
Arizona or Arizona State. So it's like definitely those are some cool ones. So hoping there's some cool places this year.
The atmosphere down there in Tucson was nutty.
Yeah, it was crazy.
They had a good run deep into the tournament last year, too. Good stuff. Preston Vandermeide, before him, Kyle Lemke, a couple Utah Tech men's basketball players hanging out with us here on a Monday morning. We'll get to work. What are you doing next? Going to go to the gym, get some jumpers up?
Yeah. Yep.
Let's go. Drag Kyle with you.
I will.
Throw him some lobs, some baseline lobs. You guys did you guys play against each other in high school one year?
No, I'm
You
a
guys
lot older than he is.
You didn't cross over, did you? Yeah. Good stuff. Guys, thanks for coming in. Tell the coaches thanks for letting you come in and join us on the show.
Thanks,
Can't wait
fellas.
to see you guys on the court coming up later this fall. Utah Tech men's basketball opening against New Mexico. That'll be fun.
Yeah, that'll be a good one.
Got to take a break. Back in a flash. It's The Drive on the Fan Sports Network.
Welcome back to The Drive on the Fan.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. Paul's laughing. I don't know why. He has no mic presence lately.
I was just wondering if you thought that was a hit or a miss. She said she's batting 500.
It's time to say goodbye. It's a good one.
Don't know it, but it wasn't bad.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
It wasn't bad. It's funny how we all have different musical tastes here on the show.
We used to have a shared playlist.
I think we still do.
We still do,
It didn't
but
go away. Tara just doesn't use it. She just defers to
Because
her
we've
own
gone
list.
through all of the songs like so many times. So I'm just
Yes.
trying to, bring in some fresh.
It used to be we actually had a say, Paulie. We don't have any say anymore. We've lost all control of the playlist.
Every once in a while.
If
She'll
you,
throw
have
us a bone.
if you have a request, I'll
Email
test
me
it.
your request, and
Yeah,
I'll
right.
see if I can
Sift
fit
through
in.
Put it in the request box. I'll get to it.
The request box is overflowing with some gum in there and
It's like,
stuff now.
I love it.
Dust bunnies. Yeah.
Dust buddies.
We are August 3rd here on the drive. Thanks to Preston Vandermeide
Yes.
and Kyle Lemke. A couple local kids. Vandermeide graduated from Desert Hills. Lemke from Dixie. Vandermeide, great story, I think, of walking on and biding his time, and we'll see if he's definitely, he's earned a scholarship now. He's 6. Both those guys are what, 6'8", 6'9"?
5 or so. Oh, I don't know.
6'8", I think.
Yeah, I think Vandermind's 6'8". I think Kyle's 6'9".
Wow.
This is gonna be fun to see these guys play. We do have some size this year. We have a lot of like stretch fours, like across the board on this year's roster.
Vandermind's 6'5".
List 6'5". Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Where's Kyle?
And Kyle's 6'8".
6'8". Preston seemed taller than that sitting in studio.
They seemed like they were the
Same
but
height, pretty much.
Yeah.
It seemed like, yeah.
that's weird.
Needs a new. You always try and list yourself a couple inches taller on those things.
Usually that's a high school thing, though.
Yeah, that's
like,
right.
They always give you like your extra 2 inches because of the shoes.
Yeah. For all the college recruiters trying to see your height and weight and stuff,
But they've added some new members to the team. Hopefully, we'll get a chance to talk to the new members when they get into town, which should be real soon. With school starting up later on this month. I don't really want to get deep in the weeds on this, but I did want to mention for you soccer fans out there that Pochettino, who has been coaching at PSG and Tottenham and Chelsea, he's been for a couple years the U.S. men's national coach. We saw them make their run this year before losing up in Seattle to Belgium. He got renewed his contract and he signed it, and he will remain.
Yeah.
The U.S. men's national team contract is in place through 2030. So he will serve all the way through the next World Cup. Is the contract details.
Excellent. Yeah, I thought he did a fine job.
I think if I remember right, they were like 50-50 even money, give or take a little bit of juice, just to make it out of pool play to the knockout stage.
Yeah, they were like plus 105 to make it out of the group.
Yeah. And obviously they got a win in the knockout stage, got to the round of 16, and then lost to Belgium. But it was I think it was a good showing for the U.S.
I thought it was a very unexpected showing. I think a lot of people kind of thought that they wouldn't make it as far as they did.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I do want to talk trade deadline, because just to kind of keep you abreast on what's going on, we've already had a number of moves this morning. The big ones, the Jays have made a trade with the Angels for Soriano after they moved Gossman. So that's kind of intriguing.
Yeah.
The Cubs landed Gossman with the trade with the Blue Jays.
Yeah.
And then the Giants, is it Arise or?
Yeah, Phillies, Arise.
To the Phillies.
Yeah, Louis Arise.
That was breaking news as of, 20, 30 minutes ago. So the Phillies are getting a second baseman with a good bat, and trying to keep up with the Dodgers. And everybody's trying to keep up with the Dodgers in the National League after they grabbed Tarek Skubal over the weekend.
Some names that haven't been dealt yet that reportedly on the block and, maybe dealt before 6 p.m. Eastern time. Robbie Ray, the left-hander from the San Francisco Giants, 2021 American League Cy Young winner, having his best season since he won the award. He's 10-6 with a 3.08 ERA. He's a guy, Dalton Varsho, the center fielder from the Blue Jays. He's a premium defensive center fielder. A lot of teams looking to add for defense. He's got a decent bat. Gleyber Torres,
I like this kid.
Former Yankee, now on the Tigers. Tigers obviously let go of Tarek Skubal, so they're in sell mode. And this is a guy that if someone needs a bat, this could be an option. And Dustin May, the right-handed pitcher from the St. Louis Cardinals, 5-7, 4.38 ERA, but he is on the block as well. So those are some names that may be moved before the 6 p.m. Eastern deadline today.
What's interesting is, the Tigers, Skubal and their manager, A.J. Hinch, finding out during the game against the Oakland Athletics late Saturday night, was asked about the trade in the press conference. Hadn't even talked to Tarek at that point in time, but you could tell it's the tough part of the business. You don't think a lot about it. It's just a trade headline, but you think about the human side of it.
Yeah.
You got to find a new home. You got to move your family. You got to get your kids into school. You got to call the moving. There's so many logistical things, and you probably push that to the off season. You probably push all that to the off season.
Probably renting for the time being.
Yeah, or move in with a teammate or find a quick rental. I'm sure the team's got a beat on rentals for these players to make it seamless process.
sure. Yeah.
You would think Dodgers right now, the rich just get richer though with that big move, 69-43. They don't have the best record in baseball though. Brewers are 69-42 right now.
Yes.
Braves in the National League are 67-45.
Believe the Dodgers just got swept by the red hot Red Sox.
They did. They did have the best record, but now they have one more loss than the Brew Crew.
Mm-hmm.
So, Dodgers 3 losses in a row. They've only won 5 out of their last 10. So it'll be interesting to see. The wild card races are going to be shaken. Once we get through the 4:00 trade deadline, and we'll go through all the moves probably tomorrow on the show because there's going to be more moves today. We're gonna see everybody with that mad dash that's buyers, and the sellers are gonna just go off into next year and try to reload.
And some of the buyers have already made moves, like the Yankees acquired Luis Garcia. They're in the mix for the AL East. You saw the White Sox make some moves. They're leading the Central. Some of the teams down the row. Will they sell off some more important pieces? Because we're not seeing a ton of huge impact players other than Skubal, Garcia, a couple others. But it's kind of been a little bit of a more I guess, trade deadline. Not as much action as previous years. You're normally seeing a lot of high-end relievers moving from team to team for playoff teams to provide closing efforts and the 8th, 9th setup guys. Like, I'm not seeing a ton of high impact like an Aroldis Chapman or somebody like that move. Like,
well, there was the Mason Miller rumors, but that's
never
proved to
moved.
just be the rumors right
just
now.
the smoke, buddy.
But
much to your happiness.
With Tarek
Like I
Skubal being a free agent, you got to look at teams that have free agents. I look at like the Seattle Mariners, the team I follow and root for. Randy Arozarena, who's been really productive, hitting 280, hit another home run over the weekend.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a pending free agent, so there's been a lot of
be a nice
smoke
piece
around
for
him.
someone.
Yeah. George Kirby, Emerson Hancock. There's some names. The Mariners did trade Luis Castillo to the White Sox.
Yep.
But I mean, a lot of people are like, why trade pitching? The Mariner fans out there are like, we need bats. We need bat. We need.
Well, they did that last year. They acquired Gino and Naylor last year.
Yep.
2 bats,
Yep.
right? They thought they had the pitching. They just didn't get the timely hits in the playoffs, but they made a nice long run with those acquisitions. So who will be this year's Mariners? Who will make the biggest, other than the Dodgers getting Skubal, who's going to make the second biggest move?
Man, I don't know, but I really quietly like what the White Sox are doing. I did not peg them as a buyer at the deadline, and they are.
They've won 5 out of 6.
I know. And Chicago's leading the Central. They've got a 3-game lead over Cleveland and a 4-game lead over Minnesota, 5.5 up on the Tigers. So Tigers look clearly like sellers, especially if they trade their second baseman, like you mentioned on that list.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fascinating. The interesting thing in the AL West, it's hard to be a seller right now if you're the Astros, the Rangers, the Mariners, because all 3 of those teams are within 3 games of the division lead. So it's tough to be a seller when the division is still within your sights.
Yes, I agree with that.
It's the worst division in baseball this year. Honestly.
I agree. Yeah, I mean it is, and the wild card is getting really interesting in both the AL and NL ranks because there's a lot of teams vying for these remaining 3 spots in the playoffs. And when you look, the Cubs got the first wild card in the NL, then followed by the Diamondbacks and Phillies. There's a lot of teams right around there, though. Padres 1 game out from the 3rd spot. Marlins 1.5 games out. Pirates 3.5 back. Cardinals 4. Nats 4.5. You got a couple teams vying for that last spot. And then in the AL, you got the Guardians holding the 3rd spot. Red Sox, Yankees got the other 2. It's going to be a race to the finish. The Mariners just 2 games out of the wild card, buddy. You can keep your fingers crossed.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I think there's another move coming for the Mariners today. I really do believe that. Give Buster only a follow.
Peter Gammons,
Carl
all those
Ravitch,
guys. Ken Rosenthal.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a ton of good ones. They'll keep you abreast, and we'll react to more trades because I'm sure here in the next 7 or 8 hours. There's going to be a bunch before the
There'll
deadline.
be some moves.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, got to take a quick break. We'll come back, show recap, some shots for the road. It's The Drive on the Fan Sports Network, brought to you today by Game Day Men's Health, where you can get a free T-test, and then if you need T, you're low, you can get your first month for 50% off. Take advantage, but it starts with that free T-test, 435-256. And then I drew a blank on 4223. Let me give you that number one more time really slowly so I don't butcher it. Paulie's got it memorized, I bet, by now.
For who?
Game Day Men's Health.
Game Day, 435-522. No, that's why my
No.
opinion.
Oh, you didn't pass the test. Book your appointment for a free T-test, 435-265-4223.
All right. We got like a minute and a half.
You want to just keep it here?
Yeah, let's just keep it with us.
Let's go. Let's go. A couple announcements this week. Tomorrow, Phil Still will be on the show.
Yes.
Phil Still will be on the show.
Favorite interview all year.
I think 8:20, 8:30 tomorrow morning, second hour, if I'm not mistaken. That's going to be fun. Phil's going to break down Utes, Cougars, T-Birds, Trailblazers. We'll get his surprise teams, his Heisman hopefuls, his pick for the Natty, all that stuff.
Yes.
We've got Phil Still, and that kind of signifies the start of college football officially for us on the Fan Sports Network, even though we had Lance Anderson on after Saturday's practice down at Greater Zion Stadium. With Trailblazers have a gauntlet of a schedule to open with Montana State, the defending champs, followed by road games at BYU and at Montana. Then the schedule eases up a little bit.
Yeah. And I've already picked through Phil's magazine quite a bit since we got it, and he has high aspirations for both BYU and Utah. We'll get into that a lot more with him tomorrow.
Yeah,
but there are 2 of his 10 surprise teams, which he deems as teams that are able to make the playoffs.
I was looking at their ranks by position.
Yeah.
Yeah.
LJ Martin, number 2 ranked running back in all of college football, according to PhilStill.com.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's going to be fun. I love Phil Still.
He is an All-American running back for him as well. I think he's behind Kaiwan Lacey at Ole Miss.
Correct.
He's the only running back, them two. So
1-2.
One, two.
We'll have to ask Phil what differentiates Lacey and Martin.
Yeah.
Size is one thing. LJ is
Ole
a lot
Miss,
bigger.
one of my teams to watch this year. Going to be a fun year down there.
Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. We've got Media Day on Thursday, so get ready for us previewing the high school football season. Games start on the 14th. You guys have been great. We are out of here. Have a good one.